the blackest, the brightest, the boldest. We talk combos, go. We come in, we hit it with the trick shot. Nothing but net, we need that bell, but them haters they still watch. Like I just said, when it comes to combat, you looking at the TikTok. You wanna come into the ring, mess around, go ahead, get tricked out. We got that attitude, they shoot to dominate. We got the table, we filling up all the plates. You press play whenever you wanna taste. We always with the real, baby, you never gave fake. The blackest, the brightest, the boldest. They the blackest, the brightest, the boldest. They the blackest, the brightest, the boldest. We talk combos, yeah, they the coldest.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Glow Sun Production proudly brings to you its best, brightest, blackest combat review show there is on YouTube or anywhere else. This is We Talk Combat, so we talk all things combat sports and sports entertainment. I'm 1/4 of your host around here. I go by the name of Muy Grande Negro Americano, aka King. I'll introduce the rest of my hosts one by one once we get to the show. But first and foremost, if you're new around here and you're into combat sports, WWE, that type of wrestling entertainment, definitely hit the subscribe button somewhere down there by Mr. Green's left steering wheel. Something like that. I knew he was going to do it. I was going to say, please don't do it. Save yourself. But yes, please hit that. Also hit the like button if you're new around here, or if you're just watching the video in general, so that they get out to more fans like yourself, or more people like yourself that want to be interested, that are interested, I should say, in content like this. Hit the notification bell so you're always notified when we drop this stuff. We normally have shows around Sunday afternoons around 3 p.m. or so, but because of the weekend, the busy weekend with WWE product and all, we decided to have the show today for you guys instead. Also, here's our watch along schedule. If you're interested, we watch everything video version on Discord. The only thing we ask of you right now is to be a member of our YouTube channel. Well, a subscriber, I should say. Monday, we watch Raw, that'll be tonight. Tuesdays is NXT, Wednesdays is Evolve and AEW Dynamite. Thursdays is TNA Impact. Friday is Friday Night SmackDown. We also show all PLEs. We showed both nights of SummerSlam over the weekend. Any AAA events that may happen, and any Saturday or Sunday night main events that may happen as well. So please join us over there if you want to. All we do is ask that you're subscriber to the channel, man. That's to help us get to our goal of 500 subscribers. We were very close. We appreciate everybody that's been helping us out recently. But if you're new around here, the way this show works, we go through our highs and lows of the week. That's WWE, that's TNA included, NXT, AAA as well. We tell you our overall grade of the show, not really a deep analyzation of the show or whatever, but just the overall grade. Then we get to any wrestling tea that may happen, any information, any news we think you may want to know or maybe interested in. And then last but not least, we get to your questions at the end of the show. So if you have any questions or comments you have for anything we talk about in the show, or just any questions for myself, any of the other members of the panel, please hit us with the @ WTC in the comments so we know you're talking to us and not one of your fellow Glow Yard members. That's again @WTC for We Talk Combat, so we know you're talking to us and not one of your fellow Glow Yard members. With all that being said, y'all enjoyed the show. We have a good one for y'all this week again, and let's get to our highs and lows. What it do? All right, y'all. Another week of WWE product. We're going to do the show a little differently this week, y'all. Instead of going through everything at once, we're going to go one by one through each show. And if you're interested in these type of things, subscribe over to We Talk Combat Clips as well. Cheap plug. I'll drop all the condensed versions of the show over there and shorts forms throughout the week. So with that being said, y'all move on. We had Monday Night Raw. Shout out to what's that? Big sexy Raquel Rodriguez. She's the new Intercontinental Champion after defeating Sol Ruca in the Intercontinental Championship match on Monday Night Raw. So let me go around the room real quick, guys, and get you guys' opinion on this match and more for Monday Night Raw. Let's start with you, babe. First, Chemo Queen, how are you today? And what's your overall opinion of Monday Night Raw and your overall letter grade?
I can't complain. How are you doing?
I cannot complain either. But before you do that, I'm sorry. Do not give your overall letter grade. Let's save the overall letter grade to the end. Just give your highs and lows on Monday Night Raw.
Definitely a high point would be getting to see Ethan Page wrestle. I like Ethan Page, and a big sexy mommy, of course, getting the title. It was well deserved. We got to see Soul botch a Soul Snatcher like usual, so I guess that'd be a low point. And as well, another low point having to watch Joe Hendry and what's his face do their concert with that loser Ryan Garcia. That's my opinion.
Simple enough. All right, let's move forward. Then heavy developmental, Mr. Green, bro. What's your highs and lows of WWE Raw this week, bro? Oh, and how are you today? I'm sorry. Before you do that, how are you? Yes, you predicted Chelsea Green to win. We'll get to that and all that more. But yes, how are you?
You know, with her last name being the name that I chose, I'm cool with it. With that being said, Raw was cool if you like dry type of comedy, like pretty much stuff that I don't like. I say that to say, the very very low point was Danhausen, and my man Joe Hendry. Joe Hendry type of dude that you give him something and he just want to try to make the best do with what he got. This was absolutely garbage, and it's still somewhat. The song was still kind of catchy at the end of the day, but it was just a bad segment, man. And we got the wheel in down Danhausen. Like the New York Knicks thing was cool. Like I'm glad that the Knicks won, but that sparked him, and he needs to be unsparked. Pause. He needs to. We got to wheel Danhausen back in. He's doing way too much, taking up other people's TV time. So that's an extreme low light. Extreme highlight. One, shout out to Javon getting another dub. Looked like Rusev was pissed. Sorry, Rusev, what you think we brought you back for? You know what I'm saying? So that's one thing. The next thing I guess is the lead in, the Raquel. So I don't know, man. Maybe maybe we gotta look twice when Sean doesn't give people title runs. Maybe it's something there. So WWE, that's exactly what they don't do. They you come on the scene and you get a title. Here you go. See what you do with it. And it's not. It was a failure of a title reign. The sad thing is Raquel is about to kill this joint. Every Judgment Day segment, Raquel is going to kill this whole IC title thing, because she's very good on the mic. Even when she wants to go Spanish, she gives it in English first, so we're not feeling left out and stuff like that. She's a very good WWE superstar, and you're going to see that play itself out. And then you got Liv, and they're going to have segments for Roxanne, because she's the one that's the odd man out, odd woman out. So it's just sad for Soul, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. Shout out to Raquel, because that was extremely long overdue. And I think that's about it. I'm not even going to go too far with it. I honestly, there's this whole Usos and Solo and all that. It's just the best thing about all this stuff is just the fact that Solo is starting to shine a little bit more, way more than what he did before. So even when he had his own faction, so this is definitely a plus when it comes to that. But that was pretty much it for Raw. Raw was headed by an extreme low light. Oh, shout out to Braun Breaker. That was the last we saw of you for the whole week. Just want to throw that out there too, if I'm not mistaken. There we go.
Awesome. So let's move on to you. Final Hugo Boss Travis. How are you today, bro? And what was your overall of
I mean, I'm doing okay now. I was doing a little worse early. My iPhone just went out on me, so I'm feeling a little sad about that. So that kind of sucks, but I'm doing all right now since I'm doing the show, hanging out with you guys. But how are you though, brother?
I'm blessed, bro. I appreciate you for asking me. But
what's your
overall opinion of Monday Night Raw, bro? Let us know.
All right, so we're gonna start out. We seen over damn near save a man's life. I thought he was about a great few seconds to get dropped on his head. Shout out to Big Mammy Cool. Long overdue. She finally got her singles championship. Though that was cool. Rey Mysterio. You lost to just a basic move, just a trademark move, like a egoplex. Like what is an egoplex? Like a bootleg fisherman suplex. But anyway, I say that Rusev had a little episode. I guess Javon, kicked his hand too hard because it damn sure looked like he ain't hitting the head. just hand went numb, I guess. He probably hit his hand too off on that kick. So that's something wrong with his hand, prayers up, whatever. That was cool. This show Raw actually had the best face off. We don't get into it, but when we get into the other show, but that's pretty much what I thought about Raw this week.
All right, so I'll give my opinion as well. Same thing I basically said. Over save somebody's life. Yeah. Rey Mysterio lost. I think that's his new. I think that's his finishing move now. Then he's gonna finish that. I think he's gonna change that to his finish.
So he's not doing. So wait a minute. So he's not doing the twisted grin anymore.
No, I don't think that's gonna be. I think it's
gonna be the ego and the ego's edge
or whatever, or Ethan Plex, whatever they calling it. That's gonna be.
I did like the twisted grin though. I like the name of it. It fitted with this whole his gimmick. So.
Shout out to Solo, like y'all said. Solo looking like he the future, the bloodline, like that's his. Not even Jacob and all that. Like it's Solo's. That's why Triple H named Solo. But Raquel Rodriguez started tonight. She finally overdue. Like I think this is not even enough. Like I don't even want her on the mid card level. I mean, this is awesome that she got a title and all that, but she's bigger than this. Like this shouldn't be the end. It ain't like let's still play her versus Liv Morgan. That's what I'm at the point where I know what's her name is about to return Stephanie back here, and they want to build for that for the Liv Morgan thing. Screw it. Let Liv be Stephanie again, and let the whole story be Raquel gonna win, or let Stephanie beat Liv, but then let Raquel beat Stephanie, so that Liv then feels some way about that. But somehow you got to include her with this. Her having an IC title, let her have matches. She's already a workhorse for the company either way, and then let her continue to be a champion eventually. I think she's going to do big things with this, like Mr. Green said. And I think also, like I say, move her up eventually. Low light, man. Danhausen and Joe Hendry, man. Yeah, Triple H doesn't believe in Joe Hendry. Sorry, I've seen enough. Triple H, he doesn't think he's. We already heard it. They think he's a comic act or whatever like that, a comedic act. So I think that is what it is. That was one of the worst segments I've ever seen. I was in the middle of seeing it, and I was talking to Queen like, "This is trash." But I didn't feel the same like that. I know people were trying to compare like the Gingerbread Man and all. I just thought the Gingerbread Man was entertaining. This was cringe. Like this was. Oh man, this felt like the Gingerbread Man. People in the audience were laughing and all, right? With this. There was it was just like, wow, you guys are asking for, interaction with the fans, and they just didn't care. They were like,
I mean, the catchphrase was catchy, but
no,
other than that, it was to me, it was catchy. But
are they gonna say it again? Are the fans going to sing that again?
No, but I will probably.
Okay, I got you, bro. I mean, you thought Cody Rhodes' entrance was awesome. But that's neither here nor there. Yeah, with all that being said, that's my basic overall opinion of Monday Night Raw, y'all. Let's go straight to NXT, Queen. Or let's flip it around this time. I'll start first with NXT. I did not see NXT. I just saw this after I woke up the next day on Wednesday, and all I was like, they were like Grayson Waller with the huge pipe bomb and all that stuff. What was it, 8 minutes they gave him of straight promo time and all of that? He was speaking facts. Like, it's crazy that Grayson Waller, he's one of the guys where I see Grayson Waller probably thinking about himself as far as being involved in the background of WWE, like being a trainer, a Bobby Roode type guy and all that stuff, especially because Grayson Waller's talented. He can talk, he can wrestle and all that stuff. He's just one of those guys. I don't know what they see about him. Something about him doesn't connect, and Triple H and them don't like that. But with all his skill and it's the stuff that he's good at, I can see him taking like a Bobby Roode route and all that stuff. And I think he's getting ready for that. This is big for NXT. We'll see. He kind of put Mike Santana behind the 8 ball. But if Mike Santana legit and he the truth, show up.
That's Cruz. That's Cruz Montana.
Cruz Montana.
Montana Cruz. Cruz Montana.
I think that was dumb. I know supposedly named and all that stuff. I know. I hear all of that. I don't care. We already built him on the show already as Mike Santana. It's not like he hasn't been on the show. And we were like, man, who is this guy or whatever? Like, he's already Mike Santana, but the change that was like a real dumb move because Mike was basically ready to take over the division. But we'll see what happens with that, though. That's my opinion. Travis, what do you think about NXT? You just muted yourself. Instead of unmuted yourself.
All right. There we go. We cool. All right. So, like I said, this promo was cool. I like this how the Grayson Waller started the show. The only thing I would have mentioned in that promo is about being the mask guy. But other than that, I thought the promo was cool. Like now, this Cruz name from Mike Santana sound like he's related to French Montana and me. Just something that's made up actually, but it's okay. Now, this Miles War match, it's okay, whatever. I'm gonna need Mason Rook to grow some type of mustache or a bit of facial hair or something, because I swear to you, every time I see this guy on my TV, I swear this is a female that's out here wrestling dudes for some reason. But anyway, I'm sorry, but it like, bro, it is what it is, bro. I'm sorry, but need to grow a bit of facial hair. It was cool seeing Cam back. I'm sorry, but that's just how I feel. But it was cool to see Cam could come back. I guess, you know, that's more Grande Americano's favorite wrestler. But another thing, I don't know if they, you know, protected the name of the spin the block, but we don't know if the move will be actually spin the block yet. So other than that, that's it. That's all I got for NXT.
Sound like NXT might have been a dud to you. Mr. Green, how you feeling, bro? Let us know about the developmental over there. I can't hear him. Can y'all hear?
No.
I know you're muted more, but I can't hear him.
You're probably in a bad spot.
Okay, let me go to you. Then, Kamo Quinn. I'll come back to you, Mr. Green.
Whenever I see Grayson Waller, I think of the SpongeBob intro, because that's what his whole intro looks like. So it's kind of goofy. So seeing this side of him person was kind of cool. Like, I know he used to run with Austin Theory, and it probably make him feel a type of way to see Austin Theory is over there on the big brand, and he over here, you know, part of the vision. Like, he get TV time basically every week, even if it's a little bit. And then it's just like, then it's you, Grayson Waller, you know. But I thought, one, it was cool. It was cool to see that, one, again, that side of him, but also, two, he was speaking facts. And I think that's also what helped put him in the position of them wanting him to help do the tryouts, you know, that they did during SummerSlam. But overall, though, like, real talk, NXT's kind of been weak the past few weeks. And other than, like, Lizzie Rain, like, I like Lizzie Rain, but I thought it was funny they finally put her in a match with Izzy Dame, because we always mix their names up. Like, I thought that was cool. Like I said, I like Lizzie Rain. Low point definitely would be Miles Bourne defeating Cam Hendricks. It's like, damn, Cam, Austin Theory took your girl, Grayson Waller, do a pipe bomb, and you lost to Miles Bourne, who, you know, he can't hear. That's crazy. All right. Anyways, that's my opinion.
Shout out Reg.
Shout out to Rage Man. Pun intended. Hey, Mr. Green, all you if you did, bro.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, bet. So with Grayson's promo, right? Like, did he say some true stuff? Yes, he said a lot of truths in this monologue. But at the end of the day, he brought heat back to NXT, especially the males division, in which he called out. You know what I'm saying? Like, he definitely called the men out while bigging up the women, because the women have been carrying NXT heavy over the last month or so. Months, actually. So that needed to be said, and that needed to be fixed. There's nothing wrong with women holding it down, but you know what I'm saying, like, that the male heavyweight, the male championship is premier. It is pro, you know what I'm saying, it is the go home thing. So you need to have that as your selling point, and it was bad. So with him being, I guess, back in NXT, you got Cruz and you got Tony, and it's just more talent. And you know, I wouldn't be surprised, man. Throwing Johnny Gargano, man, throw him down there again, man. I know he had a little stint earlier. Bring him back down there. Like, if you're not doing anything on the main show, then go down there and help out the younger cast. You know, that's still in developmental or whatever. Let's get them to a higher standard, and then, you know, that'll boost up their productivity when it comes to NXT. So I had no issues with that. I had no issues with what he said. So everyone that's taken offense to it, you know, it's just This is all kayfabe. They all selling right now. They all selling themselves, which is good. That's what you want. Besides that, you had Shiloh. I think he went against Tristan. I'm kind of over them two. They've been fighting for a little bit too long now, that was kind of it. It wasn't a big NXT showcase this past Tuesday. It wasn't nothing really that stood out. They were just pretty much, it was kind of let's keep going and let Grayson do his thing, and that's what that was. And it was his show, and they knew it. So that's what that was. We see what happens this upcoming Tuesday. Miles Bourne and Cam Hendricks. Shout out to that match. A very physical match, very high athleticism type of a match. I don't know how far Miles Bourne is going to go with a speech impediment and things of that nature. I just don't know. But he is a phenomenal athlete, should be in the tag division, and that will boost him up. And Cam, whenever you want to go fight Austin Theory, he's right there waiting for you, dog. So let that be gone. But yeah, man, that was a good match. So that was probably the highlight match, them two. And like I said, along with Grayson Waller in his promo.
Yeah. I would have never let Miles Bourne talk. I'd have straight gave him a manager. And just never have him talk, just kick ass. And just look like, you feel me, like it had never even been known that he was dead. But maybe he wanted
Or they should have sat on it for a while. They should
you feel me, like
sat on it for a while and made it like a oh my God.
Yeah, because even like remember back in the day, they talk about I know a little sidetrack, like the Von Erichs and all that stuff. I think it was which one of them that got his foot chopped off? I think it was Texas Tornado. They ended up getting his foot chopped off and all that, and they didn't even know it. He was wrestling with the amputated foot and all that, and it's like nobody knew because you didn't say it. You want these guys supposed to be like they're supposed to be superheroes in a way. When he could be superhero to somebody, I don't want nobody to take offense to this. He could be a superhero to somebody that's deaf, right? But
you're saying representation is cool, yes, but in wrestling though, you should have played the game a little longer.
Superheroes, yeah, where it's like they shouldn't have any vulnerabilities. You feel me? Like you gotta be like that. So even if you're doing something scripted, so it's like you're faking yourself as this and this. Even if you're deaf, it's fine, but like you should script yourself as invulnerable or whatever like that. So I don't know, but that's my thing. What I'd have did with him. But let's move on. This Evolve. I have no clue who all these ladies are. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I just know that Thea Hale ended up making Nikita Lyons, who is the Evolve Women's Champion, submit in this tag team match. So that's what have set something up for them, I guess, going on. So I'm gonna keep it going the same way this time with me first. I'm gonna keep so we make this easy because I know Travis as well. I didn't watch this. Travis, floor is yours. You're muted. You're muted, bro. You messed up my send off, see?
My bad, but I didn't watch this neither.
Okay. Let's move on to you, Mr. Green. Floor is yours.
Yeah, so I did watch it. It was a couple other matches. They wasn't necessarily it wasn't necessarily the best. The 4-way was the 8-woman match was it was entertaining. I'm not going to go too long with this. It's just Thea Hale end up, getting a dub in a sense. She's finding ways to stay relevant. She was just on TNA, what she called it L on TNA in that tournament. But she's finding ways to stay relevant if you can't find time on NXT. And she has a little pop wherever she goes too. Same thing for Ren Sinclair. She's actually a speed champion. And she was in this as well. PJ Vossa was in this joint. And Nikita Lyons and stuff. So this is pretty much the developmental squad, but let's put an asterisk next to Nikita.
The next wave. The next
wave. Yeah, these women, like I said, the reason why they got like Ren Sinclair and Thea Hale on Evolve and stuff because the women's division is so thick right now. They're really good on NXT right now, and it's just that where can they go other than on NXT because the main roster don't know what to do with them at this particular. Hell, when the last time you seen Blake Monroe wrestle? Has she even wrestled yet?
Not yet.
this is the problem. You know what I'm saying? So now they shoehorned in NXT right now, and they have nowhere to go. It's too much talent. So now you have to backtrack, and that's what you see happening. But it does help out the Evolve cast that's like really just got out the performance centers and things of that nature. But you know, it is what it is. Nothing to talk about. Evolve wasn't the best segment. It wasn't the best Evolve this past week.
All right, let's keep it moving. Queen, the floor is yours. Mute. Okay.
So yeah. I didn't see it either.
All right.
Anyways, bye.
And on Thursday, y'all, we had Impact with a tag team match of our guys, Ricky Sosa and Leon Slater, going against the System. What do you guys think about? What did you guys think about Impact this Thursday? We'll start with you again, Queen.
So Impact is usually kind of garbage right now because they really like focusing on the Hardy Boys, which no offense, I was a huge Hardy Boys fan when I was younger. Now I'm older, I could do without it, you know what I mean? But you know, I thought it was cool because we got to see Jada Stone. Like she's one of the ladies coming up in TNA that I actually do like. And then it was actually funny because we were just talking about NXT, but yeah, like I believe Thea Hale was on TNA as well. So that's what I say, that people doing the double duty going from NXT or Evolve to TNA. But yeah, like you said, Leon and Ricky, they got a thing going and they went against the System. And yeah, that's my guys. So at the end of the day, like the low point I would say probably would have been basically anything doing with the Hardys, really. That's it. I'm out.
Short and sweet. I like it. Pause. Mr. Green, what's your thoughts on TNA Impact, bro?
It was some very good highlights in which I still have yet to see it. I didn't watch TNA Express.
All right, Travis, you know what to do.
Mm-hmm. So I thought TNA was pretty high. You know, we were saying Ricky Sosa, Leon Slater versus the System. The end of the Mustafa Ali match, I thought that was pretty good. Him and the Rob got in order for. I thought they about to get ready to break up like completely. Ever since they brought the other girl in there, I don't know what her name is. You know, I thought they about to grade drip them apart, but
the lady that's going,
yeah,
that girl. I don't know her name either.
Yeah, we got another, 2 checks person on there. You know, Wendy Chu. You know, she getting 2 checks right now. What else?
No, they not getting 2 checks.
Dad, not even a little son. You think?
No, they get paid NXT money.
Dang. Well, that kind of sucks, but I think they're trying to get better ever since we said 2 weeks ago about their matching orders and all that stuff. But I think that they're trying. But that's pretty much it.
That's it. Okay. That's
yeah.
Right. Let's see. We went. Oh, we got Mr. Green. He said he didn't see it, right? Travis said, okay,
yes.
I didn't see it either. I'm letting y'all down. I'm sorry. TNA is my thing with TNA, y'all. Like, they're trying to get better. They're changing the show around for Mike Santana, like the Leon Slaters and the Ricky Sosas and all. They gotta start this damn show at 8:00. Like serious, bro. Like that's a major like.
Yes, that we can agree on. Yes.
Golly, start this show at
us that work the 9 to 5s, 9 to 6s. Yeah, that shit
9
rough.
to 11 even would have been 2 hours. That 11:00 is vicious. Like, bro, damn, we owe the people. We got stuff to do. Like, I don't want to be up to 11:00. So, like,
if it wasn't for the show, I wouldn't stay out to watch TNA.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, that's how that is.
I don't want to sit up and watch this 11:00 watching this, but they changed that. They would have changed it at least 8. Like, things would be different. 2 hours at 8:00, I'm okay. 10:00, I'd be done. But like, this waiting to 9:00 to start the show, like, damn, it ain't even gonna start until 9:00 and then 11:00. That's my only thing with TNA. But I saw the highlights for this match. Shout out to Leon and Ricky actually becoming a tandem, a tag team. Like, they're actually doing tag team moves and all that stuff. This is awesome, bro. They're the future. Can't wait for them to be in WWE. That's about it.
But not to cut you off though, but I think that, like, I don't know if it's going to be at Lockdown or next week, but they had that big 8-man tag between Ricky Sosa, Leon Slater, KC, and Fabian. Man, it's probably be pretty good. Make it the main event next week.
All right, Fabian, you got it now. I knew it. I knew Fabian was your favorite wrestler. Yeah.
No, he's not my favorite wrestler. See, that's what
I gotta mute you. Let's move on to the next part, y'all.
Don't you mute my mic?
That's Friday Night SmackDown where we had Lash Legend defeat Julia in a semi-squash match. Julia did have a lot of offense. Most of the offense was actually Julia, by the way. But Lash Legend beat her in a short amount of time. So what did you guys think about that? And I'll start myself, actually. I thought this was perfect for this one. Lash Legend, I thought they did excellent storytelling. Shout out to JD. I told him that as well from New York. I don't know what the hell. Everybody has a problem now. Everybody hate watches. I feel like everybody has a problem with certain wrestlers and they hate when certain wrestlers do stuff. It's not even more of the storyline all the times. It's more of like the actual wrestlers and people dislike them. Let me say this. If this was Blake Monroe being showcased and she was in the ladder match, they'd be like, oh my God, this is amazing. They finally did Blake Monroe and they're pushing her to the top and all that stuff. I don't get why people don't understand how wrestling works. Lash Legend is a powerhouse. She is a Mark Henry. She is a Brock Lesnar. She is a Nia Jax. She's even different than Nia Jax. Nia Jax more seen as the Bam Bam type letter. Yeah, she's a more of a China type Jade level and all that type of stuff. Julia, why would Julia be able to beat this lady? Julia can't even keep the U.S. title. Julia was like, why would we? She should. And the way she did it was a rookie. You feel me? Like she was getting caught in submission holds over and over again because Julia kept catching her like, you're a rookie, you're not paying attention. I got you. And then once she got caught by Lash, I felt like it was over. And then she graded and put in a finish move. It was like anything else. A cat chasing a mouse. Once the mouse get caught, like it's like you can run all you want to, but once I catch you, it's game over. And that's exactly what I thought happened. I thought this was excellent. I thought it showcased Lash even more. The rest of the event, the rest of the show, Burn and Trick had a little segment. Where's Mello? The tag team championship ended in a no DQ or whatever, or no, not DQ, no contest. But shout out to the what's the name? The not the MFTs anymore, the Tongas. Haku return. I thought that was awesome. That was incredible. That was a feel-good moment to see Haku return because Haku don't get the respect he deserved from WWE and all because he's really known as Ming. People know him as Ming in WCW and all. That Haku run wasn't really, what it is. So to get him back and have him on TV, shout out to Triple H and TKO for that one. That's cool. And for him to be out there, it made sense. Other than that, Cody and Punk, and I'm done. Travis, the floor is yours.
Yeah, but like you said, it was cool seeing Haku back and everything, interacting with his sons. I like the Nick out to see the Gunther, the beginning of SmackDown. I thought that was okay. I didn't like that face. So I don't know what you want to call that. That was just dudes right there just trying to compliment each other and pat each other on the top of the head. Like that whole segment was garbage. But like you said, it was cool. Cool with said Trick. Where's Mello, of course. And that's pretty much it.
Keep it moving, Mr. Green.
All right, so one, I do want to give CM Punk or whoever came up with this idea to cut Cody Rhodes' theme music off right before the Woe was actually diabolical. That was crazy, and that was the highlight of that segment, by the way. With that being said, it wasn't. This was trash. It was just a trash show. Like it's not. We ain't got to sugarcoat it. It was the go home show and trying to sell some more tickets, and it did not hold its weight. It was just that it is what it is. But like you said, Haku coming back. He got that old man swag. What I'm saying? It looks, what I'm saying? Like, hey, man, that look like the Godfather type of a vibe.
It leveled them up. It gave them aura. Yeah. Like, I want the MFTs to win the title now. It gave it to them. Yeah. It's theirs.
And which is good for them too. Like I was saying, like that's a nice niche for them. And this this last situation, right? It's I think a lot of the backlash that was coming from it was, I think, simply because it's this did like a barrier for Julia. And a lot of people like Julia. It's just she has not gotten herself together. She has not gotten over. You can put a blonde wig on her. She can dye her hair pink. It don't matter. It's still the same Julia. Still the same Julia.
Before you continue that one, if so many people love her, why ain't she over?
It's the diehards that love her. That's the problem.
Then it's not a lot of people that love her.
It's not the majority. It's not the majority. The problem is the people that have shows and stuff. They like her.
But and another question:
they're not the majority.
When the last time she lost?
It's. I don't know when the last time. I don't watch Julia like that.
I'm just saying, like, why are we crying about Kiana James? Justice for Kiana.
I think we do. We actually do.
Did she just have a match with Blake or something with Blake or was supposed to have a match with Blake Monroe?
Hold on. When it comes to Kiana James, we were some of the ones that were saying, hold on, she had a high stretch. What's going on? We are the ones that was actually champion.
Yes, but we didn't yell like, but we didn't. Okay, so we saying keep it moving. Like, don't stall the story. What they're saying is that ain't the same. You feel me? That's not on the same level of what they're saying.
So if she would have just caught an L, I don't think it would have been as much backlash. 100%.
Okay.
It's her getting squashed. I heard what you said when you said the fact that she got a couple offense. Yo, she got destroyed, bro. She got. This is the type of performance where.
And there's plenty of men that get squashed and they don't make as much of a outcry.
Throughout the match.
This is the type of squashing that sometimes people don't see him anymore. Like, it's over. It's like this might be the last time we see him do it. You know what I'm saying? And that's the fear that it's like,
we saw Oba do a bunch of these, especially like people like JD McDonough, and I just saw JD McDonough at SummerSlam, didn't I?
I just saw Oba do it to the tag team champions in Triple A.
Maybe not SummerSlam, but I just saw JD.
I'm just saying, like,
right. And some of those dudes are like straight jobbers.
Yeah, exactly.
They don't feel like Julia should be a jobber.
Julia is a jobber. I'm sorry to say. She got classed in Italy. That was the end of the story.
Yeah. And bro, this is not to you. I'm just then make her not a jobber. She got to get over. No, if she's not over, that means people. Oh my God, I can't understand how there are so many thousands of people saying justice for Julia online, but then when she goes to the arena and you hear me and Queen literally saw her go out. Nobody cheers her. So
nobody cheers.
If she was this over and everybody loves her so much, why ain't they cheering for her?
I think they just hate Lash. That's all it comes down to. That's all it comes down to. They hate for Lash, and that's crazy.
If it was anybody in Lash,
nobody gonna say it. I'll say it. They hate Lash. That's the problem. And then it'd be like some of the people. The same people that hated you. Man, get out of here.
They hate Lash.
They see a heel too. Julia was a heel too, so it can't be that.
Would they be mad? Would they be mad if Jay did this to Julia?
Mad, yes.
Probably so.
But yes. Shouldn't Jay do that to Julia?
Yes.
That's not the point. What? See, you're missing the point. It's the point. The point is, some people value Julia. Mind you, I am not one of those people. I talked about Julia and this hair constantly.
I'm just saying, why is it a burial? I'm saying, like,
because when you see someone lose in less than 3 minutes, it's pretty much over.
I got
you. Know what I'm saying?
She was the one. So they saying who else could have been put in that spot? Do you feel what I'm saying? Like, think of the women, maybe a Candice LeRae, but then you just say, why the hell was Candice LeRae in a match for the qualify? Do you feel what I'm saying? There's
no. I was wait. Time out. I was actually one of the people that said Candice should have been in the spot so JC Jane and somebody could get over. Like there are people on the roster that can properly get buried, and no one. Candice LeRae versus Lash. No one would have batted the eye that Candice got smashed.
But Candice hasn't done anything to get the opportunity. You feel what I'm saying? That's why.
That's true. That's true as well.
The U.S. champion.
That's true as well.
People that have an opportunity to be the women's champ, you have to still do.
And she's garbage. She's garbage. But people hold on to what she was. She's not that person anymore, and she will never be that person on the main roster. So on the main roster, she is a garbage line jobber. It is what it is. It's that people just don't want to accept that though.
She got the mid-card championship before. What single championship has Lash had?
None.
Julia's had the mid-card championship, once or twice now? Twice, right?
Twice.
When did she get over with it? When were they cheering?
Never.
So why we need justice for her? Her first, right when she got here, she got the U.S. Championship.
She sure did.
Ta-da!
I'm like I said,
Come on, man, that's crazy.
It's like seeing a death. It's like seeing a death scene. When you know the person's trending in this direction. You see the person on drugs. You see him, but then you saw that last hit. Like, damn! You couldn't. Like, who sold her those drugs? Who sold her those drugs? She was already on drugs,
bro. We could have stopped. Not we, because I don't care. You feel me? Like I'm not. Oh my God, people, wrestlers come and go. You gotta get over. She can't. She's not great at speaking English. I yell about that as well. Like it's a whole bunch of things that's going on.
We all do.
If that's the case, then why the hell, if we care so much, didn't we make her over? And when I say we, I'm talking about the IWC. She should have been over. If we care so much and the great lady and all that stuff, we could have been over. We cheer for Trick because we know about TNA Trick and all that stuff, right? In NXT. We cheer about Over because we know about NXT Over, correct?
They cheer about Io Sky. Io Sky can't talk, so it's not about her talking.
They cheered about AJ Styles because he's from TNA and all that stuff. Why aren't all these people cheering for Julia? They've tried it. Triple H has tried, bro. He's giving her multiple chances.
It's like I said, it's too late now. Everything is too late. You can't cry now that you saw the death blow. You should have been saying something before she got on. You should have said something.
Yep.
So like, it is what it is. Like, and Lash just happened to be the one to do it. But like I said, this could have been Jade, and they still would have been like, oh my God, why is like what does Jade do to Java? She smashes them.
That's what you're supposed to do.
That's what you're supposed to do. But that still would have been the same thing. Justice for Julie and all this other stuff. It's too late now, dog. She had the opportunity. She had an opportunity and she blew it. And she never knew how to get over. You know who had an opportunity and you know who actually started, that kept plugging away at it, that had the same goddamn belt? The person that won it the next night.
Yep.
Chelsea Green is an example of that. She kept going with the social media and stuff like that. She found other ways to stay relevant, to gain some type of backing. Julia can't talk.
They buried Kiana for this lady.
They buried Kiana for.
They buried Kiana for Julia just before this match. Like I don't get I hear nobody. Like I said, we've said this stuff about Kiana, but I'm talking about crying. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, justice for Kiana. I have not heard that. Why aren't we yelling Kiana was more over than Julia? Why is she losing every match against Julia? They ain't even tying. It's like she's losing every match against Julia. But then Julia loses to Lash, and it's a burial of her. So what that mean about Kiana? If she's lost to Julia twice?
She still got an opportunity.
Got you. Go ahead, bro. I'm sorry. You got anything else you want to say about SmackDown? If I'm with the Queen.
No, that was all. SmackDown was trash. That was it.
That's crazy. Go ahead, Queen. Floor is yours. Maybe if you got anything else you want to say about it.
I'm gonna try and keep it quick because I know we're getting low on time. Really, kind of the main thing, like we were just already talking about, is the Lash Legend thing, and that it was well deserved. I'm glad to see her get highlighted, and she, as far as being a powerhouse, like you said, is that she when she come in the room, gotta look at her. It's the whole point of they're booing her, but they're reacting to her. The point is that Julia, they don't boo or cheer Julia. They do neither. They just kind of don't give a shit that she's there. And as I said, I don't have nothing personal against Julia. She had a whole showcase in Italy. Like, at the end of the day, she's been given plenty of opportunities. Lash is the new kid on the block. Let her get a win. Why are you going at her so hard? Especially, too, why aren't you being nicer to her knowing that she's the new kid on the block? That's the other part, too. I mean, obviously, I know is that y'all be wanting the kid gloves on them little white girls. Y'all be wanting the kid gloves and being like, don't go after her online. Like, Lash Legend got the internet, too.
You don't
Lash Legend got the internet, too.
Queen,
so y'all be the same.
You don't get time.
I know, but that's kind of my whole point is that as much as y'all will be in the comments saying, well, don't talk about Roxanne Perez or so-and-so or Stephanie Valkyrie because they're still new in the game. Well, Lash is new in the game. Lash was a ball player, yo.
Jade
Lash is new in the game.
Jade is technically still new in the game.
So Yeah, Lash a rookie. So why aren't you going so hard at like the other people?
Hey.
That's why it's just it always be that bullshit. We also got the Nick Aldis choking out Gunther thing was cool. I like that as well. That was my two highlights. My low light will probably be yeah. I mean, yeah, that was
Anything
really all
else?
that was really going on there. Nothing. Fuck it, move it.
That's
Keep
fine.
moving.
Last point I want to say about Lash Legend, I want to ask y'all a question about this. Last time Lash fought a small lady, what she did to her before Julia?
She sat on her at the end.
She squashed
Like
her?
That was a different match.
Hold on. Last time she fought, I got you. I'm just asking the question. Last time she fought a smaller lady on SmackDown,
She dominated her.
She squashed her, right? We all sat there and was saying, damn, she squashed her. And that former lady is a multiple-time world champion.
Is a world champion. She's a multiple-time world champion. I believe four.
She
I think
put
it's
up
four
a better
time.
fight than Julia
4 or
did.
5.
I don't think she did. No, see, that's what I think. Bro, Lash didn't do any offense till the end of this match. So the whole 2 minutes was Julia put in like 3 different submission holds. Alexa
You need to go at least
nothing.
5. You gotta go at least 5 minutes.
Bro, Alexa did nothing. She got destroyed the whole fucking match.
She went 5 minutes.
Just get destroyed longer. Just get destroyed.
That's
longer.
it. That's a huge point. That's a big
Get the hell
difference.
out of here, bro.
Those
Just
2
get
minutes is
destroyed
huge, bro.
longer, Your 2 more minutes getting destroyed instead of putting the offense on. Just take 2 more minutes.
Hey, but what happened though, right? It wasn't like, yo, oh my God,
stay in there, Rock. Come on, Rock,
it wasn't
stay in there.
Because she got 5 minutes.
But I also
If
think
Julia would have got 5 minutes, she would have been good.
I also think it's because Alexa's Alexa. If it had been a 3-minute match, people wouldn't have been crying like that.
Nah.
We don't know.
You're right. We don't know, but I'm just saying, bro. Like, come on, man. Like, people don't pay attention to the story. They're hating. Most of these people that are yelling about Lash don't know Lash's record already. Don't know what she's been going through and what she's done. They already just hate every match she wants. They don't even remember it. It's not even like in their head. Same thing with Jade matches and all. They don't even think about them because they just hate. So it's not like I have a record of, man, she was the champion. She was wrestling against this, and this because I'm just hating against them. But let's move to AAA, y'all, real quick. AAA, Rey Fenix, right here, defended his Cruiserweight Championship against Manny Vikingo. I actually want to start with you, Travis, with this one, bro. Talk about AAA. What did you think about AAA real quick?
Oh man, this right here on the screen and playing this day, this was the highlight for real. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, La Parca, he's advancing in the Latin American tournament for Triple Mania, but this match right here stole the show. Like the King over reversing a few Mexican muscle busters, and he mixed that Phoenix Splash. I was kind of teed off about that though. But other than that, though, this was a banger.
You said Sheamus style. Let's go to you, Chemo Queen, next, babe. What you think about AAA?
I ain't see the shit, but I'm sure it was great.
All right. Mr. Green, what you think about AAA, bro?
Copy and paste what Queen said.
All right, let's keep it moving. I say the same. We had SmackDown this weekend as well. Let's start with night 1 first.
SummerSlam.
SummerSlam.
Yeah. My bad. What did I say? Survivor Series?
SmackDown.
SmackDown. I'm sorry. SummerSlam. This weekend, 2 nights. Night 1. I'll start from the bottom right. Fatal Influence defeated Nikki, Brie, and Paige. You had the Usos and Jacob Fatu losing to Royce Keys, LA Knight, and Solo Sikoa. Liv Morgan retained her championship against Io Sky. Gunther defeated Nick Aldis in his first WWE match. Brock, I'm sorry, let me start the Punk one first since that's the main event. CM Punk defeated Cody Rhodes with help from Randy Orton, a return of Randy Orton. And in the main event, we had Obafemi defeating Brock Lesnar in the Hell in a Cell. All right, Joe. Start with you. Let's start with you, Mr. Green. This one. What'd you think about night 1?
Okay, quickly. All multiple tag matches was trash. Shout out to Solo though. That was a great yeeting segment there. Pause. Who else we got here? Nick Aldis, you look good. Pause. You look good out there. You know, respectable enough. I take that. You are now a GM again, but one shot, good to go with me. I have no issues with that match whatsoever. Liv and Io much better than the King and the Queen in the Ring finals. Very, very entertaining match. That was a very, very good match. I I think I did all of them except for the last one. Oh, the championship match was absolutely god awful. Oh my god, that was trash. Dumpster juice. I don't know, whatever. There's whatever else you want to think of that's nasty. That go ahead on with that moonsault. Would go with it. Randy literally saved that match. He did. Matter of fact, he didn't save it. It was still trash. It's just it was a highlight to the match that was filled with lowlights. Oba and Brock, they saved the opening and closing is what saved this whole night to me. Well, Brock did everything he was supposed to do. Shout out to Brock. Oba, once again, sometimes they make Oba look too monstrous. Jesus, Oba. Oh, I don't know what it takes to beat you, my guy. Tombstones on wood don't work. But great match, great ending to all those things. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful way to close it. Great match to open, great match to close.
Simple enough. Let's go to you, Queen Babe. What you think about SummerSlam night 1?
I mean, actually, I kind of enjoyed it. Like, at the end of the day, even with the Livia match, I didn't care as much about it, but every match is entertaining. Every match had some botches, but it was enough entertainment that you kind of kept watching. Could have did without that Punk and Cody bullshit, though. That match was wasting everybody's time, and Punk shit his pants. Like, I could have just did without that one, dog. And damn, Royce Keys ain't get no pop.
My man got negative pop. All right, let's go to you, Travis, bro. What did you think of SummerSlam night 1?
So I thought that was pretty okay. That main event was god awful, and to add to what Mr. Green said,
the main event. You mean the main event or the championship match?
Well, the championship match. I'm sorry.
Okay.
The championship match. I'm sorry. So that was god awful. Like, to add on to what Mr. Green said, it smelled like you can compare it to dirty earring backs, stinking hot dog with hot dog water. I don't know if that was been a mold salt or I'm gonna try to say what's that move? A spinal tap, whatever that move Stephanie would do, whatever. I guess that's what he thought of. I mean, hey, he looked like he was about 40-something years old going in there, which he actually is, but that just was god awful. The Nick Aldis. Nick Aldis looked good though. Let me pause. I did not know his ring name was a National Treasure. I was dead laughing because it reminded me of the Drake song. Shout out National Treasure. Pretty decent song. But anyway, I love the Oba Brock's moment. I think that he knew this probably was coming because throughout the match, sometimes like when you look at Oba, like you like in the camera has zoomed in on his face. You can see like he was looking like sad or like he knew like Brock was going to do something. But I thought this was a pretty decent first night. That's it.
Okay, I'm with you. I'm with everybody basically except Mr. Green. I thought night 1 was okay. Fatal Influence and Nikki was the trash match of the night for me on this one. Was the complete trash one. And that's anything the Bellas involved. Hopefully Bree gets better. You get one sister back and the other one's gone. To a major injury. That's crazy. But yeah, that is what it is. The rest of the matches, nothing really. This wasn't a spectacular night, but this was night 1. So it set the tone for me. I get it's like a positive about 7 and all that, 6.5, 7. The tag team match, like you say, fun moments with Solo. I think really the Usos and them were supposed to win that match until Solo got as popular as he did, and I think they did an audible, and I think they made him win that match because of that. Liv kept her title, and all that was a decent match with them. I knew that was going to happen because EO already beat her. They weren't going to beat her back to back. That would have been crazy. Gunther and Aldis, shout out to Aldis doing his thing. Shout out to Gunther allowing Aldis to do his thing. Again, you got to give credit to Gunther. Wrestling isn't a one-way street; it's 2 ways. Folks sell as well. I tell folks you got to pay attention to that as well. The championship match, like you said, that was trash, bro. People keep trying to over pump this stuff, and I'll be like, what are we doing here, bro? Like, just because they're Punk and Cody, why do they get the pass all the time? It's like, oh, they got a good match. No, that match was not good. It was not entertaining. I was not like compelled by it or anything. CM Punk, they said he allegedly crapped his pants. If he did, that's crazy. He got, that moonsault was horrible. That elbow drop from the top rope to the outside was horrible. And then Michael Cole tried to clean it up and say it was he hurt his leg even more. I'm like, bro, he put his right leg down. He was grabbing his left leg. That's a total different leg. Like, he just was scared. And then when he stood up on the ropes, it took him forever. So even I think he was scared. And he might have crapped himself. That's probably why it took him so long to stand up and get balanced. I actually tell you the truth. Like, now I'm thinking about it and jumping down and putting his leg down. He had that Pax patty in the back of his pants. But yeah, that was trash. And then Owen Brock was fine. Still more, it was a lot of the same stuff that was from the last two matches. Same moves. Owen didn't do nothing different. I felt like they gotta broaden his moves. Like, let him do more stuff instead of the same damn two moves. Because he I don't know. And the matches are so quick, but I thought it was a decent match. Didn't need a Hell in a Cell. Like I heard somebody else say, could have been a street fight or something like that. I don't know what the Hell in a Cell was for in general at all. That wasn't even used. And that's about it. Like I said, good show. I thought it was good in general. I enjoyed, like I said, every match basically, except for the Fatal Influence and Nikki Bella at some point. Let's move forward real quick. Night 2. Start with you, Travis, on this one. But let me tell everybody what happened. We had the women's interim championship match, ladder match, between Charlotte, Lash Legend, Jade, Chelsea Green, and Tiffany Stratton. Chelsea Green ended up winning that one. Penta lost his Intercontinental Championship to Chad Gable. Trick Williams lost his U.S. Championship to Baron Corbin. Danhausen beat Dominic Mysterio on a Human Money's on a pole match. Finn Balor versus Sami Zayn became Finn Balor versus Sami Zayn versus Gunther. So Gunther did double duty versus a returning Kevin Owens, who ended up winning the match and becoming the #1 contender for the WWE Championship. And then last but not least, Roman Reigns retained his his World Championship against Seth Rollins in a long match. So with this one, let's start with you, Mr. Green. What was your thoughts about Night 2?
Great for KO to come back. That was a great start to everything. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I think we was all on the Discord together talking about it, and it was just I told her I ain't like to admit certain stuff, but to get those wrestling fandom chills to see Kevin Owens return, because like I said, like to come back from what he came back to, you never know, especially with neck injuries, back injuries. You never know if you're going to really like come back. So it was a lot of looking in the mirror type moments that he had to have in order to make his return back. Even when he returned back, I was like, yo, slow down, dude. Like, he was doing swan tones and stuff. I said, yo, slow down. But he took it to the max, and I had no issues with him winning. So that's definitely a personal shout out to Kevin Owens when it comes to that. The next match, man, that match is awful, dog. It's Little Yachty can go. Trick don't need him. I hate the dichotomy that happens when Little Yachty's around. When he's not around, Trick is like a bona fide face. When he does show back up, he turns the heel side on, but it's not him. It's Yachty, and it's over with. It's done. He's not a wrestler. I love his participation, but he's not a wrestler. He was late on spots and things like that, and the match is trash, dog. He's just I don't know if they wrestled enough together and stuff like that. Like I hate the fact that Trick lost like this. Like, don't let it be like this. If he gonna catch the L, I don't have problems with him catching out. He shouldn't be undefeated. But at the end of the day, not like this. This moment that Baron Corbin had, probably should have went to Melo, but this dude lost to SummerSlam like this. That's a nasty look, and I don't like it 100%. So, you know what I'm saying? I know that he got bigger fish to fry and all those things. Well, if he got bigger fish to fry, he's going after the world title and stuff like that. Put Melo in the match and let Melo get the L, so he can actually get that L back off of Baron Corbin, so on and so forth. That was a trash way to give Trick Williams his L. I don't like it. Let's not keep that going whatsoever. After that, the ladies match, I gotta call it what it is. I don't like saying this. Lash is what Kane is. She's going to win matches and she's going to give people hopes, but she's not going to win anything, dog. She's not going to win anything big unless they stumble upon a victory for her. And I hate to say it, but that's what I see. That's what I'm trying to call it, how I see it. You know, she's a dominant person that's going to have these dominant spots in the Rumble, at War Games, at SummerSlam. She's going to have dominant spots, but she'll never win. And it's giving me a lot of Glenn Jacobs vibes. But with that being said, Glenn Jacobs got a lot of love for being Kane. So it's not like a negative 100%. It's a cap, and then she's gonna have to face that cap. But within that cap, girl, you better go get yourself a movie. Kane got a movie. Kane got a movie early. I saw it. It was a whack, but he got a movie. Kane got one of the best themes of all time. Y'all know how it go. Great theme. So there's ways to be great under the umbrella that you're going to have. Lash has the umbrella, guys, and I hate to be the one to say it until she finds a way to break through. But even when she breaks through, it ain't gonna be no long title reign. There's so many other girls that's gonna come up here and just gonna push her. Like, she's gonna be a dominant force, but she's not gonna win and have extended title reigns. But that's okay though, right? I hope that's okay. And Chelsea Green got the belt, got the victory. You heard the pops. The pops was crazy for Chelsea. And I was like, what? I seen it coming. Like, I was like, yo, they are gravitating towards her. And it started with the goddamn Unreal. And we was talking about that on the other show. So y'all need to check the other shows. We said, like, it's a narrative. Like King said, this is beyond kayfabe. Like, it's kayfabe. It's not. This is a part of it. They're selling people. They put her down so that everyone can gravitate towards her, and now the moment has came after that. That's what they did. They set it up.
So you think they manufactured her as an underdog?
Yeah.
If they matter, it worked.
They set it up. They put it on TV to be like she trash, for everybody to be like, nah, it's
right.
It's Daniel Bryan.
And you're going to start seeing other people that start to get that sympathy vibe. Braun Breaker might get that sympathy vibe. It's going to be they set narratives in order to see how things play itself out, and that's exactly what they did. And like I say, Chelsea Green without Unreal would not have got that pop that she got. Period. You know what I mean? So she got it. She got it twice in that same match. I said Lash was Unreal because they're starting to make her into a good figure. A positive. You want me to still go to Sabre? Okay. So she's gonna be maybe a fan favorite, but I still think she's still in that Kane category. But I think that's also more so Trick. She goes with Trick. Trick is the one that's going to benefit the most out of the situation. I guess. Who else happened? The Danhausen, complete waste of time. Complete waste of time. I could have got all those men in backs. Penta, we just had back and forth with Penta earlier, right? With Chad Gable in the situation. I'm not gonna get too deep with that. But Chad got the victory as he should. But yeah, be careful of your slogans, because you never know what might happen when it comes to some of people's most chanted cheers slogans there. But the last match is what I really wanted to get to. Boy, Roman did it again, man. They gave Roman 30 plus minutes, and I was on my seat for every second of it. The multiple restarts, the brawling, the Dean Ambrose kudos and homages to the callbacks, the everything. Roman, as much as people don't like Roman, I'm starting not to like Roman, like the Joe side of Roman. But when it comes to wrestling and to carry a match and to say, hey, don't matter how many times I show up, when I do show up, understand that I'm going to perform at the highest ability. And that's exactly what he did. He had a great match with 5-2. He had a great match with Punk. You see what happened when Punk don't have Roman. He supposed to have the next best thing, and Cody was absolutely garbage. Now he has it with Seth. Great match. Something else I can say about that. They performed, and I saw every part of the ending, all that stuff. They wrestle like this is it. They really, I believe it. So they got to believe out of me if that's what they was trying to sell. This is it. They might not wrestle again, especially to this degree. So if this is it, I appreciate y'all time. 12 years ago, and then y'all had a decade of dominance, each one of y'all. I hope that Trick and Oba and other people of the same class have a similar sense of, like, we came together, we came in this joint together, and this is what happens. We had 10 years each. You dominated one side, I dominated the other side, and we can come together like this at the very end. I can only hope and pray that it works out that way. But great show.
So we got. Let's go to you, Travis, on this one next. What you think of the Night 2? You muted.
There we go. I thought this night too was, kind of like the, first one. It was pretty good. I actually want to, compare this to WrestleMania. See, as far as like being a 2-night event, like you said, which one was better? You know what I'm saying? Make you want to rewatch that, but it's like it was cool seeing KO come back. Kind of what Danny Priest said, earlier about the people, the same people being in the title picture all the time. So this is cool seeing KO coming back. He had his little moment with Sammy, and embracing everything. Is just straight right, got back into it. This Danhausen and Dom match, I'm concerned about Dom right now because Dom is taking too many L's. And like we said in past episodes, like when we talked about the future of wrestling, we talked about, Dom was one of those people. Now, like he's losing matches to Danhausen and all this stuff, and I don't know if he's going to lose the title at Triple Mania, but this is kind of concerning. Like, this is kind of going into black screen territory for me. But other than that, it was cool that said Roman and Steph, I thought that match was cool. As far as with that, they had that, moments, dedicated to Dana and everything. So that was pretty cool. Trick losing. I didn't like Trick losing unless this was going to come with him being in the Money in the Bank match or either winning the Money in the Bank briefcase. I mean, I get it, but why does it have to be Baron Corbin? Like, Baron Corbin just came back. Like, it's not really a story, anything like that. So that's kind of suckers for Trick. But the ladder match, Chelsea Green winning shocked me. We could blame Michael Hayes for that. He scarred me ever since he said that statement about Chelsea. So I ain't really had that much faith in her winning this match myself. So Chelsea Green, I apologize. I mean, congratulations, you are the champion. But other than that, though, I mean, it was cool. I mean, that's it. Oh, my fault. Chad Gable and Penta, congratulations to Chad. We need to do this. We're gonna be the payout from that banger you put on the AAA with Ludwig or whatever. But this was pretty. But I would say that this night was definitely better than night one if you had to compare the two just by themselves, though.
All right, Queen, your opinion?
I'm sad that Trick lost, but I understand for long-term story, it's needed. But at least you went in there and you didn't see on his face that he was going to lose. So I would say that's definitely the definition of a good match. Is if I can watch the match and I can still watch the whole time and not have any idea who might possibly lose, great match. Obviously there was some shit that went on in there that wasn't great, but it's all good at the end of the day. Just for the sake of time, I'm going to kind of just speed up. I didn't care about Danhausen match. The Penta and Chad Gable, WWE owed him. They owed him. El Grande was his. It ended up being Ludwig's. They owed him that. I'm surprised he pinned to lose, but we'd already seen his mask off recently. So hey, mask off again. Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, man. I'd be kind of tired of seeing them hoes. So it was whatever for me personally. I thought Seth Rollins looked like Buzz Lightyear. The women's match, I really wanted to see Lash win. I really want to see Lash or Jade, but I understand for all intents and purposes. You know what I mean? Like I get it. I get why. I get the who's. I grasp the concept of why we were here. Um, just to clean it up though, night 2 was definitely the weaker of the 2 nights, and yeah, it was weaker of the 2 nights.
All right, so I guess I'll go last. Shout out to Chelsea for winning. I strongly disagree with BA. A couple of reasons why about that Lash Legend thing. One, Kane won the title a couple times. If you include the ECW, that's included. But I don't think he Kane. Nia Jax has a few title reigns as well. I definitely think Lash will have more title reigns than Nia Jax. Lash hasn't been in the company for a year yet, and we already saying what she is. That's wild. But she's done that. I think she's gonna win titles. I think that's why she beat Alexa Bliss. I think that's why they promoting her. That's why they got a look, and it's gonna get there. I wouldn't be surprised if Chelsea Green lose the belt on Friday. Like, I'm not even gonna be serious with y'all. She might lose the belt on Friday, but I'm not saying it's gonna be to Lash and all that stuff. But she might lose to Blake Monroe. Blake Monroe might show up and beat her. She was involved in that story. So I think they just did this because of the whole thing and set that up with Chelsea Green. I don't see Chelsea Green with her character changing and becoming no dominant champion no time soon. And I still don't get her versus Rhea Ripley. I think that's dumb. Sorry that she's loved and it's two beloved women, but their characters don't make sense to be wrestling each other at a major event. But back to, like I said, the women, it was fine. It was a good match. I know people be ishing on it and all that stuff. I thought they did a fine match. Penta and Chad Gable, Cerro Miedo. Chill with that, Penta. You can't say that, no fears. You feel the ankle lock. You tapped. Trick and Baron Corbin, I agree with BA. You gotta get Yachty out of there. I'm thinking this actually leads to the breakup, hopefully, because it was kind of Yachty's fault that Trick lost in a way. Like he was looking at him, like he went through the table and all. I hope that's what it leads to. Baron Corbin with this, you can get the title back to somebody else and all without having them beat Trick. I think that's what this is about. Baron Corbin gonna catch that L again sometime soon. It is what it is. It's probably not. I won't be surprised it's Friday, but how are you gonna do that without having a title involved? John Cena and Carlito, the way John Cena lost to Carlito by shenanigans, or even lost to JBL and then JBL took his title back and changed it and all that stuff. It is what it is. But yeah, they got to move him away. Get him away from Baron Corbin. Get away from the U.S. division. In general, I think that they gave him this belt for no reason. They just gave him the belt because he'd be on TV a lot. That's why they took it off of Melo and gave it to Sami Zayn and put it on him. And it shows that they had no idea of how to take it back off of him. So they decided this way to keep him to move it on. Danhausen and Dom. I'm with you, Travis. Dom about to be buried. He about to get the black screen soon. That's crazy. He the AAA Mega champion. He never defends that championship either. And he's the main time he's going to defend it going to be a Triple Mania, and he's going to lose that. So, yeah. Finn Balor, Sami Zayn in the four-way match. I'm kind of mad. I was cool with the KO thing. Like I said, I felt the same way about it. KO returning. It could have been that. But I didn't want – I knew he was going to win, but I don't think he should have. You were building a story between Finn and Sammy and all that stuff. Like, you just kind of threw a curveball. And now, where does Finn and Sammy go from here? Like, I know you can say they could do something, but, like, you just stepped them back. Like, I guess they have a beef with each other for a minute and deal with that. Maybe we'll see what happens with that. And then Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins was a good match. I think people overrating it a little bit. It was too long. I think that was the issue. At the end, it started getting a little back and forth, just doing stuff. It did the same thing with me with the Punk thing. Like, they're great matches, but it's just when Roman went against Punk, that ending just became too much. It's like, come on, man, let's get this. To me, it was like, let's get this shit over with. But still, all in all, I thought it was a great show. And I disagree with Queen. I think night 2 was the best of the two, better of the two. But night 1 wasn't trash either. But let's give our overall grades real quick so we move on real quick. For the week, I'm going to get a week of wrestling. I'm going to give it a C+. Queen, on you.
I'll fall right behind you, C+.
All right, Travis.
We're going 3 for 3, C+.
All right, Mr. Green.
D-. I think Oba is the only person of color that actually won anything this past week.
Damn, I mean, I feel you. Travis, and with that being said, Travis, how's
the merch, baby, and we talk combats.
Yes, sir. The merch is there. If you're interested in any of our merch, check out the links in the description of this video or on the channel. We got links to all the different type of shirts we have. If you have any socials, definitely follow us there and tag us in anything you may get. We appreciate it, and we'll definitely show love and repost anything you may post and tag us in. We appreciate you, but let's move on. We got a little bit of tea before we end this show. I know Roman and LA Knight are talking in the ring right now, so let's get to it. First and foremost, we got these. ESPN has decided to give these Moment of the Night championships out and for PLEs. And because this SummerSlam is a 2-night PLE, we got 2 belts for the inaugural showcase. Obafemi got it for night 1. Chelsea Green got it for night 2. What do you guys feel about this? You agree with it? You like this idea? What? Just free fall. What's up?
I like it. This reminds me of the the change you get at in the NBA games, or the top 10 Sports Center, those type of changes. I mean, I like it.
Okay. Go, Mr. Green. I know you're trying to say something.
No, it's cool. Just one of those things where it's like a snapshot. When you look back at SummerSlam, whatever like that, these images are going to pop up probably more than anything else. And the fact that you can say like, "Hey, I had the most important impact of the night," it's cool. MVP of the night.
All right, Queen. Anything you want to say, or just basically saying?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I basically feel the same way too. All right, and I know you really wanted to talk about this, babe. So this is really mainly for you, but everybody really. We can talk about this, but shout out to what's this again? Let me make sure I got the name right, Queen. What is that? National Black Guard. I'm sorry. I think it was National Black Guide. I apologize. Shout out to National Black Guide for this video we're about to show. Viewer discretion is advised. There is some language in this, but we wanted to showcase this. It was actually, what was it? The wrestler's name? I forgot his name that quick. I think it was Matt Cage. Yes, Matt Cage. He's an independent wrestler and all. And
yeah, I believe that's the name.
Real quick. So we'll listen to this real quick and we'll talk about it. So let's go.
If there's one thing I can't stand, it's some bigotry. If there's one thing that I can't stand, in the year of our Lord 2026, is somebody that has the gall to open up their toothless, stank-ass, commonplace's breath to say anything to me with some bigotry. That brings my attention to this one over here, and it's so interesting that you're in a plane, which means that you probably have trouble walking. But let me walk you through this real quick, sweetheart. You fixed your lips to say what to me to come me? I'm not to make uncomfortable like she just made me uncomfortable. She fixed her lips to be what to call me a nigger. The reason why I call us black excellence is because you don't even know what the fuck excellence is. You can spell excellence. So, I've been called a whole hell of a lot worse and a whole hell of a lot better. I'll do you one better than that, actually. I'm a nigga and I'm a faggot. So when you go for the lowest hanging fruit, tell you this, I'm proud of the fuck I am. Can you say the same? Well, why don't you stand up without that damn plane and say to my face again? Call me a nigger again. Because I guarantee you this, if you do, it'll be the last time that you ever fix your lips to say those words to anyone of any race in this building ever the fucking day. And that you can put no law. But black excellence isn't just us right here. Black excellence is every single black toilet in this locker room. And I go back to the thing, black toilets are this a black toilet. So if you have any guts, bitch, We're about to see black excellence in full form. Black talent versus black talent. And we're about to throw this fucking thing down. And that we can put money on. If there's one thing.
All right. Queen. Everybody, basically in general, you heard it. What you think? Shout out the National Black God again.
So, yes, and shout out to both those talent on the page, Matt Cage and his opponent that day. Wonderfully said in all aspects, and I'm glad that he made it a main focus, not just of her bigotry, but also he tore her ass up verbally. 2, he asked her to stand on what she had to say, and she apologized. Really, he should have kicked her out of there. But it's just an example not only of the things that just black people deal with in wrestling in the past, but it's the whole point of we talk about these things because they still happen today. That's why he started out saying in the year of our Lord of 2026. But as I said, though, I actually ended up finding the match and watching the match. It was an excellent match. But yeah, shout out Matt Cage, especially just as a black man and an LGBTQ man. It's the fact that you're already marginalized and we're already labeled. So it's enough to just try and go do the thing that you love doing and you're being labeled again. But nothing more I can really say on it. He did a great job, but that's just the type of shit that we deal with. And you guys stand 10 toes on it, just like he did. And he asked her if she was ready to stand 10 toes on it, which she was not. But yeah, no, shout out to them.
Yeah. Anybody else? I might as well just say what I'm gonna say. I'm all for it. He shut her dumb bitch ass down. And yeah, I'm calling her a bitch because she was a bitch. And I mean bitch basically the meaning of when he asked her to stand 10 toes down, like Queen said, she said, I apologize.
She folded.
What it is, yeah, she folded. She wasn't about that life, so don't play about that game. And he called out like he absolutely should have, and got in that face, totally slapped the shit out of her if he needed to. And she felt in that moment that she was powerless, as he should have done. So I was.
Oh yes, but I also loved the white man that was 2 seats down that was clutching himself like he was about to get up and fight for her. And then when the woman next to him started clapping, he started feeling a type away. Like,
and I love that he made sure he told him he was gay too, because he told her I would slap the hell out you as this gay black man. I was like, dang, bro, all right. And nobody gonna do nothing about it.
That was the plot. That was a plot twist that took me right there. But like I said, like both of you guys said, like I applaud it. But when he said, guess what? I'm gay too. I'm like, whoa, plot twist. But like both of you guys said, like he couldn't say this stuff any better. You know what I'm saying? We stuff like this. We as black people we go through this stuff a lot. So let's say applause to big props to Matt Cage.
Facts.
Mr. I guess I'll end off by saying just in 2026, it's so easy to record and take videos and snapshots of these people, and then once you put it in the right facilities in the right chats or whatever the case may be, people do get fired from that. Like they lose their living and things of that nature because, like, oh, did you know that you had a racist? You know that you have people that's practicing hate crimes on a daily basis. Case in point, this particular person right here. So when social media and stuff like that, that's the positive side to deal with the negativity. You can alter these people's lives now way more than you have ever had before just by saying, "Oh, I got you on record, got you." I got you, bitch. That's basically what I want to.
And it's setting a standard. It's setting a standard of I don't go for this shit. Don't do this shit. And I also wanted to bring this up too because KO just came back, and even though I'm glad he came back and he went through adversity, he still has that ugly mark on him for his involvement in that promo or whatever not too long ago, that shoot, whatever the case may be, and just saying that there's so many ways that you can bring heat and be a wrestler that you don't have to be hateful, Triple H, and you don't have to be doing things that are offensive like being in blackface, X-Pac. Like there's so many other ways that if you want to talk shit to somebody, you can call them whatever you want, but you don't have to go, like he said, to low-hanging fruit. And fuck that lady for that. I hope she get everything coming to her.
A to the effing men. And let's see what Mr. Green this time. What was our wrestling tea, I should say, brought to people by?
people over at Fanatics. We love
This
them.
I Was Told segment is brought to you by the folks over at Fanatics. Fanatics is the world's largest collection of officially licensed fan gear from all the leagues, teams, and players you love the most, including WWE. You can earn fan cash to redeem them in your orders, jersey protection for when your favorite player is traded or changes teams. They also have an unrivaled selection of authentic fan gear and Fanatics exclusives that are only available on the site. So if you need some merch and are interested in helping the channel, scan the QR code on the screen or follow the link, which is always in the description. If you have any questions or comments for the panel or anything we talked about so far, hit us with the @WTCs. It's time for it. Let's get to it.
Sponsored by True Classic.
Always wanted to try True Classic, but hate shopping online? Keep watching. You've probably seen our ads online. Look, I get it, you're skeptical. I mean, is everything we sell really as soft and well-fitting as we say it is? If you need to try us before you buy us, True Classic now has stores nationwide. Visit one of these stores and you can fit, feel, and outfit a bunch of our customer favorites. So don't wait for shipping or worry about how much to spend. Visit one of our retail stores today and see the True Classic difference for yourself.
And shoot, man, some lady, Ganja Belladonna, said, "What's up, Glow, y'all?" Shout out to her. And with that being said, it's another episode of We Talk Combat, y'all. Thank you so much for being here again. This was an awesome show. I know we trying to get through so we can get to WWE Raw, but let me run through this real quick again. If you're new around here, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button around here. If you're new or old, help us out. Please, before you leave, hit the notification bell as well so you're notified all the times when we drop these shows. We normally do it Sunday afternoons, but we had to do it today because it was a busy weekend of wrestling. Also, follow us on our other shows, man. First up, shout out to my guy, BA, with the rest of the 695 crew, Calvin and Larry. Check them out. They talk about everything but mainly sports over there on Wednesday evenings. So check my guys out over there. Also, BA shows off on Cuz We Geek with Rel, Big J, and Will over there to talk about everything in geek culture and film and television. They have shows every Tuesday evening and Saturday morning. Check them out over there. Subscribe. Help the guys out with their numbers. And last but not least, myself and Rel. We talk about NBA on Captain Crown NBA podcast. I was talking about
Best for last.
pumping up. You say what?
I said the best for last.
No, thank you. I appreciate it. We do what we do. But yeah, man. Captain Crown NBA podcast. We drop news on the NBA. We're gonna have a show tonight, y'all, about Steph Curry possibly leaving the Warriors. So if you're interested in NBA, just some topics and all, like I said, myself and Rel, we chop it up over there and talk big stuff about the NBA. Appreciate you, Mr. Green. Appreciate you, babe. Appreciate you, Travis, as always, y'all. If you didn't know, this is We Talk Combat, so we talk all things combat sports and sports entertainment, y'all. We are the best, brightest, and the blackest combat review show there is on YouTube or anywhere else. We watch this shit so you don't have to. The People's Channel, y'all. And we will see y'all next week. We're out. Oh, actually, no. We'll see y'all after this.
Yes,
so come on over to the
come over to the Discord.
Even
we're
Discord.
Come over to
Yeah,
Discord. We be
yeah.
talking shit over there.
So-
Go on,
so
come
we out,
over
so-
there. Be active.
We out, y'all. Ethan Page versus Javon Evans right now. Peace.
All right.
About time.